Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about money management in binary option trading. And these are the topics that I'm going to be covering. I don't have much time to read through all these topics right now. And that's simply because this video is going to be long enough. All right. It's going to be a lengthy video. And that's because I need to cover a lot of topics, as you can see here right now. So I want you to pay close attention to all the information I'm going to share with you here because they are extremely important to your success in this business. So let's get started. So the first one is, how much can I earn daily? You see, what you earn daily totally depends on the amount you deposited into your trading account, and this is practically true. Okay, so assuming you have $100 in your trading account, you can be earning between $24 to $50, and we're talking about 24,000 naira to 50,000 naira daily from trading 1% of your account balance. Okay, right here I'm using 1,000 naira to $1 as the exchange rate. But as at the time of doing this video, the rate is already at 1,168. All right. But I am using 1,000 so that the calculation will be easy for you to understand. Okay. So let's break this down. What I just said now, let me break it down for you. If your payout is 80% when you take a trade, okay, you earn 0.8 cents per trade if you stake $1 per trade. Therefore, if you do up to 50 trades a day with my strategy, your chances of winning 30 trades or more is very, very high. Okay, so 30 wins times 0.8 cents will give you $24, and that's how I've got this $24 here, which is also equivalent to 24,000 naira daily. So $24 times 30 days will give you $720, which is currently equivalent to 720,000 naira on a monthly basis. All right, so this is what you will get, and trust me, a lot of people don't even earn this much money in 10 months of hard work in Nigeria. Okay, but this is what is achievable with this strategy that you'll be learning. All right, in continuation, so if you did up to 100 trades a day, your chances of winning 70 trades or more is very high. Okay, so therefore 70 wins times 0.8 cents will give you $56, and that's equivalent to 56,000 naira daily. Now $56 times 30 days will give you $1,680, and if we were to convert that, we're going to have 1.6 million naira monthly. Okay, just doing up to 100 trades daily, and you have 70 wins. All right. Therefore, if you are trading just 1% of the account balances below, it means that if you have a $500 account, a $500 account will pay you between $120 to $280 daily. And if you have to convert it to Nigerian currency, that's going to be 120,000 naira to 280,000 naira daily. So if you have $1,000 in your trading account, that $1,000 account will pay you between $240 to $560, and that's about 240,000 naira to 560,000 naira daily. If you have a $3,000 account, a $3,000 account will pay you between $720 to $1,680, and that's equivalent to 720,000 naira to 1.6 million naira daily. Okay, and that's if you are taking between 50 to 100 trades on a daily basis. So feel free to do the monthly calculations to see what is achievable with this strategy. All right, as you can see, this is just daily calculation. So I'm giving the assignment right now to do the calculation so you can know how much you'll be earning on a monthly basis with this strategy. So let's continue. So what is martingales? Please, I want you to pay attention to this information because this will help you a lot when you are taking your trades. Okay, so martingale is simply a method used to recover lost trades and also make profit while doing so. Let me repeat myself. Martingale is simply a method used to recover lost trades Okay, a method used to recover your lost trade anytime you lose a trade. So this is the method you use, and also make profit while doing so. So this is a very straightforward definition, okay? So for example, if you took a $1 trade but lost it, you can initiate the martingale strategy by increasing the next amount you stake, thereby helping you to recover your loss and also make profit at the same time. So to start martingaling, you need to multiply the previous amount you traded by 2.3. Please note that some people use 2.5, but I use 2.3 because it is safer. All right. So assuming you took a $1 trade with 80% payout and you lost it, your next trade will be $1. That's your initial amount, the amount you stake initially, times 2.3. That will give you $2.03. All right. This 2.3 is just a value. All right. It's not like a money value. It's just a value. So you multiply it by your initial stake. So let's assume you stake $2. Now, $2 times 2.3 will give you about, I think, $4.06, right? That's what you get. So now, if you stake $1, so that will be $1 times 2.3, and that will give you $2.03, okay? And I often approximate it to $2. And if you know about approximation, you know that after the decimal point, any number, this is a decimal point for those who don't know. This dot is called decimal point in mathematics. So for those who don't know, any number after the decimal point will determine whether we have 1 or 0. So any number from 0 to 4 is equivalent to what? 0 when you are doing approximation. And any number from 5 to 9 is equivalent to 1. So let's say that we had 5 here, for example, instead of 3. That means that if we are to do the approximation, it should have been a total of 3. This 5 here would have been equivalent to 1, so we add it to this 2, and we'll have a total of 3. So which means our next trade would have been 3. Okay, it would have been what? 3. But like I said, it's just an example. So, but the right value is $1 times 2.3. Okay, and that will give us $2.03. Now, this value number 3 is less than 5. Is less than number 5, which automatically tells us that this is equivalent to 0, and that's why we have 2 here. I'm just taking time to explain this for those who don't know about decimal points or approximations. Okay, so therefore you will earn $1.06 for staking a $2 trade, thereby recovering your initial loss of $1. Okay, so this $1 that you lost here, you will recover it back, and you will also make a profit of 0.6 cents. So that is what the martingale does for you. It helps you recover your loss while you still make profit at the same time. I hope that is clear, and I hope this example helps you as well. So let's talk about different martingales based on account size. Okay, your ability to martingale successfully totally depends on your account balance. That's very true. Therefore, when martingaling, you should only trade 1% or less of your account balance. And I'm going to explain that to you. So examples of martingales to use. If you have a $100 account, okay, your martingale should be 1, 2, 5, 12, 28. If we add these up together, you have a total of $48, okay? That's a total. So if we minus 48 from $100, you're going to have a total of $52 remaining, okay? So if we count this now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a total of 5 martingales, and that's why we have it here as 5 martingales in total, okay? So if you have a $200 account, you should start your trading with $1, $2, $5, $12, $28 to $65. If we add everything up, you have $113 in total. And you have $87 left when you minus 113 from 200. And this will give you a total of how many martingales? 6 martingales. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 martingales in total. All right. You see, the more martingales you have, the higher your chances of recovering, and the more confidence you have when you take trades. And I'm going to still break down to you very soon. So when you have a $500 account, for newbies, as a newbie in this business, I advise you still start with $1, okay, instead of 2, okay. So, but if you are very good in trading, you can now start doing $2. So we have 2, 5, 12, 28, 65, 150, okay, and this will give us a total of 262. If we minus it from 500, you have $238 left. So this will give you 6 martingales in total, okay? Like I said, they're $1 per trade for newbies. And if you are to do $1, starting with $1 as a newbie here, that means that you have a total of how many martingales? 7 martingales. And this will still help to increase your confidence whenever you're trading. All right. Let's say you have $1,000 in your trading account. As a newbie, you still start with $1 or maybe $2, right? But here you start with $5. Remember, I talked about 1% or less is what you should be trading. Okay. So 1% of $10,000 is how much? $10. 1% of $500 is how much? $5, right? And you see I divided it into 2. So, and that's why we have $2 here, okay? If I divide it into 2, it's supposed to be 2.5. And if I to approximate, it's supposed to be 3. But I just made it 2, just to be safe for you, because the more martingales you have, the better your chances of recovering and winning more, okay? So the same thing applies here. The 1% of $1,000 is how much? It is $10. So I divided it into 2. And that's why we have $5 here. So if we take a $5 trade here, if you win it, you make about $4. If you lose it, you can now take $12 as your martingale. If you lose this one, you can take $28 as your martingale. If you lose it, you take $65 as your martingale. If you lose it, you take $150 as your martingale. If you lose it, you need to go back to your drawing board. But I pray that won't be anybody's portion, okay? The most important thing is for you to be good in trading. Once you are good, you shouldn't be using up to 5 martingales, except if the market is very bad and you do not notice on time, okay? So you just have to take your time, leave the market. I'll still explain all those things later, okay? So if you have $1,000, you do $5, $12, $28, $65, $150, $340, and that will give you a total of $607, right? And you will have $393 left when you minus 607 from $1,000, and this will give you 6 martingales. So imagine as a newbie, if you start with 1, 2, 5, 12, 28, you will have a total of 8 martingales. And with 8 martingales, your confidence will be even higher. And you'll be able to make even a lot of money and even take more trades eventually. Alright? So that's why I encourage newbies to not start with this value, but rather start with $1 or $2 on a $1,000 account. Alright? So if you have a $3,000 account, okay, you know that 1% of $3,000 is $30. If we divide into 2, we have $15. So you have 15, 35, 80, 184, 423, 973. That's totally equivalent to $1,710. All right. So if we minus it from $3,000, we'll have $1,290 left in your account, and this will give you 6 martingale. So imagine if you just started with 1, 2, 5, 12, 28, all the way down. It means that you have nothing less than 9 martingales here. And with 9 martingales, trust me, how will you blow your account? Especially if you're a good trader. How? So these are ways you can actually secure your account and keep making money consistently when you trade the binary options. Okay? And this is why we call this money management strategy. Okay? So the more martingales you have, the better your chances of recovering your losses and also make continuous profits. Very, very true. All right. And also your skill set in this business also matters a lot too. So I suggest a minimum of 6 martingales for you to start using it. Please take note of that. I suggest a minimum of 6 martingales for you to start using it. And that means you must have a minimum of $115 in your trading account balance. All right. And deposit bonus can be very helpful here. Let me explain that to you. Let's assume that you have just $100. You don't have up to $115 to deposit. Now, there are times that this platform that we trade on actually gives what we call deposit bonuses. At times, they'll give up to 80% deposit bonus. At times, 90% bonuses. 100% bonus is usually very, very rare. Okay, but they do give us this at times once a month, and if we are lucky, we can get it up to 2 times in a month. So when such situation comes up, maybe during the period where you are practicing and you happen to see the bonus, and I post it into the group, because most times once I see it, I post it into the group, and there are some other members, when they discover that there's bonus, they'll post it into the group, and you always get a notification in your trading dashboard. Those notification signs, you'll see there are times there will be bonuses there. So you see that red icon there. Once you click on it, if it's bonus that is there, you can make use of it to make deposit. Okay. So if, for example, you have the $100, but you are still practicing, you are still a newbie, and that bonus comes through, you can go ahead to just make your deposit and keep the money there while you take your time to still be practicing and learning the whole thing. Do you understand? So that deposit bonus now, for example, will give you, if it's 80% deposit bonus that you got, that means that you have a total of $180 in your trading account balance when you make your deposit. That's just what it means. And I always advise that whenever you want to make deposit, if you have $100, you should have at least $105, okay, in total, to also cover for your transaction fees. Okay, you should always have 105 to cover for your transaction fees. And whenever you want to make the deposit, okay, you should be depositing about $102. Don't deposit exactly $100. Deposit $102, because at times Binance will remove your transaction fee from all the money you are sending. So if they are removing transaction fee, maybe $2 from the $100, they will just take the $2 from your $102 and you still have $100 left. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So it's very important for you to deposit at least above $100 whenever you want to make your deposit, so that your transaction fee, even if you are taking transaction fee, it will not affect your total of $100. Okay, so whenever you now make that deposit, you have a total of $180 in your trading account balance. And please note, I'm saying it again, deposit bonuses cannot be withdrawn. They are only there to assist you to trade, especially if you are using martingales to trade. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, so therefore, don't choose martingales if you don't have a minimum of $105 in your trading account balance. Yes, the only thing you should be doing, if you don't have up to $115, okay, $115 in your account balance, don't even use martingale. Just be trading a certain amount. It could be $5. In short, whenever you are trading without martingale, you are not restricted to $1 per trade. Okay, you can trade 2% of your account balance. You can trade 5% of your account balance. Okay, but 5% should be the highest you are going. All right, if you are not using martingale. Do you understand? So if, for example, you have $100, you can be trading $5 per trade as far as you are not using martingales. All right. So that is how you build. But if you are using martingale, you only use 1% or less of your account balance. Hope that is clear. I'm taking time to explain these things for you so that you understand me. So let me show you an example of martingaling right now. So let's go there. I'm just going to take a trade. Let me find a good chart. But I'm trading my real account right now. So let me reduce it, because right now I'm showing you examples of what I talked about earlier. All right. So I'm just going to take a trade, not minding the direction, but let me trade 5 seconds. Let me trade 5 seconds so it will be faster for me. I'm not minding the direction right now. I'm just taking the trade. So if I lose this trade right now, okay, I won it. I'm taking $1 trade. So even if I lose it, will not pay me. Okay, because right now that I'm talking, it's better for me to trade less amount. So I won that trade, as you can see. So this is how you do it. Whenever you win a trade, you keep taking the same amount. So when you lose it, you can see I lost the trade right now. So what will I do? I will take martingale, and my next martingale is what? $2. Okay. So I'm still going to be trading against the trend right now. Hoping I lose it. Okay. So if I lose this now, okay, it's a loss. Okay, that's $2. What's the next martingale? $5. All right. So I'm going to take $5 now. All right. So if I win this $5 right now, okay, let's see, that's a win. As I won this $5, it means I've recovered this $2. The total is how much? My profit is about $4. You minus this $5 from the $9 that you see here. So you'll see you have $4.35. So now you minus $2 from that $4 profit that you have. So you have $2.35. So you also minus this $1 from that balance that you have, $2.35, right? So you now have $1.35 as your profit. That's what you made as profit here, or that's what I made as profit right now from taking the trade. Do you understand? So if I lost the $5, then I'm going to take a $12 trade to recover my loss. And please be careful. Make sure you are entering the values correctly. Because if you do not enter it correctly and you want to enter high amounts, you will blow your account. Do you understand? So be careful. All right. So that is that about that. So if you lost it, you enter $12 to recover all these losses. So 1, 2, 5. If you lost the $5, so you recover everything with $12, and that's how martingale works. That's just what martingale is all about: winning and recovery. And the more martingales you have, the higher your chances of making more money. Okay, so that's how it is. So let's talk about trading with martingales versus trading without martingales. Okay. So to be honest, okay, even though martingales gives us leverage, trading with martingales can be very, very risky if you're not excellent with the trading strategies. But if you are good with it, then the martingale will always come to your rescue whenever you make use of them. Very true and very straightforward, okay? For newbies who have probably blown their account once or twice, it is very, very important for you to stay off martingales, which means that you shouldn't use martingales as a means of recovery, but rather take trades without them until you break even or recovered your losses. Because it is very, very hard to blow an account that you don't use martingales on. Okay, it is difficult for you to blow an account that you are not using martingales on. So for newbies, so that you don't keep blowing your account, it's better for you to just stay away from martingales. And, especially maybe you've started trading and you start losing. Okay, you start losing your money. The best thing to do is stay away from martingales and recover all the money that you've lost. Then maybe later you can now go back to using martingale once your account has grown to a reasonable size. All right, so that's how you do it. Trading without martingales can be very annoying and frustrating at times, just to be honest with you. Okay, I use martingales for all my trades so I can recover my money as quickly as possible. And trading without it can be very frustrating, but I would just advise you as newbies, don't go down the route of using martingales and blowing your account at once. It's always better for you to just go without it. If you've blown your account before, trade without it. Eventually you make money. As far as you are good with the strategy, you must make money. Do you understand? So that's how it is done. So it is also very important to have daily profit goals and daily loss goals, because these will create discipline in your daily trading activities. So for example, you could make the decision to leave the market once you've made 10% of your account balance as profit on a daily basis. And you can also make a firm decision that you will leave the market the moment you lost 10% of your account balance. Then you will continue trading the next day after using the demo to identify your errors. Okay, that is very straightforward. So as for me, I keep trading my martingales until I win, because I know for sure that I can't lose up to 13 trades at once, thereby using up to 13 martingales at a go. That is not possible. It's even in rare occasions, very rare occasions, that I will even use up to 5 martingales or even use 6 martingales. Most times by my third martingale, I have won and recovered. Okay, most of the time, by third martingales, I've won and I've recovered. So it's only in rare occasions when the market just got bad and I didn't take note on time. Then I could be using up to 4 martingales or 5 martingales. Even 6 martingales is very rare for me. Do you understand? So, but I have more than that. I have over 13 martingales in my martingale arsenal. So tell me how I'm going to blow my account, especially if I'm trading with all seriousness. How? So if you don't have a minimum of 8 martingales, please don't use up all your martingales at a go, okay? And if you lost 3 martingales, come back the next day to continue or start afresh. That's the best way to go about it. And use the remaining days to try and identify your issues, the errors, and take corrections from them. The next day come back and you'll see that you recover your loss 99% of the time, okay? So how much money should I deposit and why? I recommend $120 as the best minimum amount to start trading live with, since it will give you 6 martingales, which should build your confidence when trading. Remember initially I said $115. Yes, that's what I said earlier. And I just rounded it up to 120, okay? If you do 115, it's not bad. And if you do 120, it's not still bad, okay? And remember I talked about using deposit bonus to also assist you. So when you use deposit bonus for a $100 account, you have $180 in your account in total. So that will also help you a lot, okay? So anything less than $120 should not be traded with martingales, okay? Or $115 should not be traded with martingales. So take note of that, okay? Taking advantage of deposit bonus can also help out with getting higher deposit amounts. And that's what I spoke about earlier, okay? So the next one is why large account size is better. So the first one is You earn more money faster with big accounts. Yes, that's true. You cannot compare the earnings of someone that has a $10,000 account to someone who has a $1,000 account, to someone who has $500 account, or to someone who has $100 account. The person who has $10,000 will definitely make more. The person who has $5,000 will make more money than the person with $1,000 account. The person with $1,000 account will make more money than those person with $500 account on a daily basis. Okay, on a daily basis. All right. Especially if you are using the martingale strategy. Okay. So, like I said, you only trade 1% or less of your account balance. So, if someone who has a $10,000 account is trading, let's say, $100 per trade. Okay. It means that if the person takes 10 trades and they win the 10 trades, that person should have made $800. And in Nigerian currency, that's already 800,000 naira in profit. Okay. That's at 80% payout. Meanwhile, if you have a $1,000 account, you will need to do about 100 trades to be able to achieve that amount. Okay? That's if you are taking $10 per trade, compared to someone who will just do 10 trades and will achieve that kind of result. So when you have a large account balance, you earn more money and even faster. Okay? So number 2, you have enough martingales. Yes, large accounts help you to have more martingales, especially if you are starting with, let's say, a very low amount like $1, or you're starting with $2, or you're starting with $5. Okay, you have more martingales than a small account, which is very true, and I've proven that to you already. So the third one is fear of losing is reduced. When you have a large account balance, the fear of losing your money is reduced to the minimum. You cannot imagine having, let's say, $10,000 account and you'll be afraid of trading. Most especially when you are using the money management tactics to your own advantage. Okay, so the fear of losing will be totally reduced for you. So that's the advantage of having large account balances. So as newbies in this business, you want to have a large account balance, which will give you more than enough opportunity to recover your losses when you trade, because mistakes are inevitable to you as a newbie. But if you can't afford large account size, then you should stick to what I told you earlier, and that is don't choose martingales on an account that's less than $115 or $120. Okay? So why do people lose money while trading and how to avoid it?
You'll be watching that on the next video.